Ebro in the morning. Laura Styles is here. We got Scotty Beam sitting in. This is not a conversation for Rosenberg.
No, it's not for him at all.
I mean, the business parts, maybe. Mahisha is her name, last name Dellinger. She's a best-selling author and also has an amazing hairline. Am I saying that right? Is it just hair products?
Yeah, all hair care products.
All right, and give it up for her. Round of applause.
Yay!
Now you're saying, I've known Mahisha how long? 25?
Long time. Very.
So you guys go back to college, high school?
Maybe.
We didn't go to college together. Where'd you go to high school? You're
Valley
from Northern
High School.
California. You went to Valley. Yeah, I
Yeah.
went to
Where did
Valley.
you
I went to
go?
El Camino.
I met you after.
Yeah.
high
I was
school.
already in radio at the time we
Yes,
met. Yes.
right.
And so for those of you that listen and know, I've been in radio since I was about 15 years old. I started first station in Sacramento, California, Northern California. And Mahisha went to Valley. Valley has some hot chicks, though. Let's keep going. Valley has some
I mean,
joints.
Maisha's pretty hot.
Maisha's hot.
Thank
She's one of the
you.
beautiful girls out of Valley High School. But anyway, has started her own business.
Yes.
And now lives in Dallas. And they reached out to me because you're a very accomplished businesswoman and self-made.
Yes.
And I thought it would be a great story, and I thought that women could get some insight from you, entrepreneurialism and just the drive and what it takes to actually create your own
Absolutely.
Destiny.
Right.
So the book is now, but the products have been available for some time, correct?
Right, yes.
So let's start with the products.
Okay.
What's the name of them, where they're available, et cetera, et cetera?
Sure. Okay, so Curls is available at Target nationwide, select Walmart, Sally Beauty, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aids, Duane Reads, all over the nation. We have an international distribution as well. And then we have a salon line that is just exclusive to salons. And I have a baby and a kids line. And they're all organic, no paraben, sulfate, silicones, artificial oils or colors. And it's really all about healthy hair care. Because when I created the line, back then, the ethnic aisle.
What's back then?
2002.
2002.
The ethnic aisle had grease, Jerry curl juice,
Yep.
perms, and I don't want any of that. I wanted something that would help enhance my natural hair. And so I was at the cusp of that newly natural market, so I launched at the right time. And it was an underground brand at first, totally underground, lots of grassroots marketing, lots of grinding, lots of hard work. So it was internet-based at first only, and then from there I started getting calls from salons that wanted to sell it. And from there, distributors that wanted to sell to salons. And then the fateful call from Target when they wanted to meet with me to present the line because they realized the ethnic category was really stale and they wanted to freshen it up and create a new, experience for the Black consumer.
All right, so let's stop right there, and I want to go to the hard work part because that's usually
Okay.
the tough. The idea, the creativity,
Right.
the ingenuity. Sometimes people have it, but the work part,
The work.
the work part. So let's.
The work.
You walk down the aisle. They don't have the hair care products you want.
Right.
You did what? What was the first thing you did?
The first thing I did was I looked at getting a cosmetic chemist for the formulation.
And how'd you know to do that? Like what?
Well, I get that question all the time. Like, I don't know. Just like I knew I needed someone to create the recipe, right? So that's
Did you know anybody that owned a hair salon at this point in your life?
I
Did
knew a
you-
friend from the hood that had a hair salon.
Right.
But, she had all the Jerry curl kind of oil-based products. I didn't want that. So I looked at working with cosmetic chemists so I can create a unique product. And I found someone through the Society of Cosmetic Chemists. I kind of started doing my Google research and looking around and trying to find a connection. It really was a lot of researching to find out what I needed.
So you found out what you needed, and then you just picked up the phone and started calling.
Start
people.
calling. Yeah, listen, closed mouth does not get fed. You have to go for it. And so I knew I need to make this happen and I'll figure out how. And it was really not if, it was how.
And I could imagine it was a learning process for you too, because to me it's like, how do you know what to start with? Is it just basic shampoo and conditioner? Like, how do you? Because there's so a
much.
hair care line is so much. So
many
So how
different
do you
types
know
of
what's
hair.
going to be successful and what's not?
Well, the key thing is that I am the consumer. So create it for us, by us. And that makes it more authentic and for me to understand who she is. And so it was almost innate because I was looking for myself.
Right.
And then I realized that there were other women like myself. Well, I did my due diligence, Ebro, before I actually got the chemist to make sure it would be a viable business. So I did the market research, found that, okay, there are other women who are also in the same space that could actually benefit.
Hang on. For the audience, Mahisha says, I did the market research. You must also know that Mahisha was always very driven, always
Yes.
very outspoken.
What's that?
Come on, stop. And also worked for Intel.
Right.
Before you started this,
Yes,
did that
we have to get
business,
into her story, 'cause it's really
but
good.
did that business environment
Okay.
of seeing how businesses go about making decisions
Right.
help you in your early decisions? Because not everyone is exposed to that.
Right. I think it was my education. Now, again, I was the first one to finish college in my family. Came from the hood with nothing and no examples. So I made the change, and my education was my escape. And my career, I went to Sac State because I had my daughter at a very early age, so I had to stay home to get the support from my mom. So the School of Business there, though, was amazing, and that's where I got the tools I needed to create this business. How to
I
make a
didn't
marketing plan.
finish at Sac State. I left. Sorry, guys.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you had an amazing career, so.
Well, we did all right. I did all
Yeah,
right.
of
But I'm
course.
just saying, Sac State is an amazing school.
They have a great school of
great
business, and that actual program was amazing for me because I got the tools I needed. If you're not going to school and you want to start a business, though, there's another resource. I always recommend SCORE. It's an organization of retired executives that come help people who are looking to start a business, and they give you the mentor in your industry. They offer free classes for business writing, marketing plan writing. I mean, everything you need.
Score. Never heard
And
of
is
it.
this available
SCORE.
in every state?
Every city has a local chapter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Gems.
Just learned something new. Yes.
All right, so Mahisha worked for Intel, but you learned this stuff at Sac State. Your
Yes.
Intel story we'll get into.
Okay.
And then, so now you've got the chemist, you've done the market research.
Yes.
Then what happened?
Then I actually hired someone to create my website as I was working through the manufacturing. So I didn't have a lot of money to start. I had to have a small batch. A lot of manufacturers, the contract fillers that, make your products, fill them, label them, they require $5,000 per product.
Yes.
I didn't have that kind of capital, so I had to go with someone who could do 300 bottles a product. And I had 4 products at the time, so I did 300 of each. And the cost was a little bit higher, but it was enough for me to launch on my website. And so I was working that piece as I had my website development going. The logo was obviously created, and got all that going and ready to go for turn the switch on.
So did you, at this point, you're not working?
Yes, I'm still working.
Oh, you're still
no,
working?
keep your day job. Yes, until
Keep
you
your
can
day
sustain
job.
yourself.
And how many hours a day? So you're doing your 9 to 5.
Yes.
You have a daughter.
Yes.
Single mom.
Yes.
So how long were your days?
Okay, so one thing to interject is that I wind up leaving Intel because 8 to 5 in the office was going to be almost impossible to start a business. So I went to pharmaceutical sales because of the flexibility. Go to an office, be done by noon, see my doctors by noon, come home and do my curls work. So I had the full-time income from pharmaceuticals, and then I had the rest of my day to do curls. And that's how I was able to manage
balance
it.
So what's
Yeah.
the marketing plan? Because people come up with new products all the time, but to get the attention of Target is huge.
Well, that wasn't overnight.
course.
Target, that was like way into. Before, when we launched, there wasn't Facebook, Instagram, social media wasn't
So
out.
that makes it even harder because
Yeah.
most people capitalize off of social media.
Absolutely. And so we are very active now, but back then it was really gifting a consumer, going where she was, doing a lot of sampling events, different targeted websites, Yahoo chat groups that were targeted to mixed race or black women or, whatever created to my target market, really finding ways.
So
really
you weren't even
digging.
making any money at the beginning.
Well, you're supposed to be in the red the first 3 years, expected.
In the red means losing money.
I'm sorry,
For those
losing
of you-
money, sorry.
yes.
But the first year I wasn't in the red. I actually made $86,000. It wasn't a lot, but it was better than being in the red.
Right.
Well, $86,000 to people listening and watching right now is a lot.
Yeah.
Not
As a
for
business.
you as a millionaire, but for people who aren't,
Okay,
are
bro.
like, wait a minute, $86,000 is a lot of money. But what did you spend? Is I think what you need to.
I reinvested it right back in the business. I did not take out for myself. I used my Pfizer income for the household and reinvested the money from curls back into curls to continue to grow it.
So, but your initial spend on the 300 bottles of each was.
Oh, the original spend. Oh, the original purchase order
Yes.
for my 300 of times 4. God, I don't. Maybe not very. Maybe probably 6,000, 7,000.
So your initial investment was 6,000.
But not to mention
That
the
was just
website and
the website, but then
packaging.
there's also the website, the chemist. The formulas were 3,000 each because I wanted to own them. And website, the first PO, bottles, labels.
Yeah.
Bottles are probably 10, 15, 25, depending on what your look cents. Component like the tops.
So you want to
the
call it
labels.
20 grand you was out.
20 grand.
20 grand
That's a
you was
good
out
average.
on your first run.
Right.
And you made that 20 grand back.
Yes.
And you did not take a profit. You immediately reinvested it.
Correct. And worked out of my home in my garage. The bottles were stored there. And then I had a home office.
So, but just doing the math, if you started with 20,000 and you ended with 86.
So, I turned a little profit there.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little bit. But I need, because listen, you are very accomplished. And
Thank you.
the people who are watching this, no matter what age they are, right? I'm not as I don't make as much money as you make. And you built it yourself. But to make $86,000 sound small is...
For business, absolutely. Because, you're looking
For
at...
whose business? There are people running businesses right now. They're running their hair salon. They're not walking away with $86,000 in their pockets.
Oh, I see.
Walking away in the account that is theirs. Maybe their gross was 86.
Right.
And they might walk away with 10.
Yeah, right.
After bills and whatever gets paid, insurance, et cetera, et cetera, et
Absolutely.
cetera.
A lot of bills.
But to pocket 86 grand in your first year is nothing to scoff at.
You're right. Okay.
That's all. I'm just trying to give us some context.
You're right.
You know what I mean? That's all. Just give us some context.
All right. Thank you, Ebro, for bringing it back down.
That's all.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you want to share what you're pocketing now. I would love to hear. I don't know if you want everybody else to know.
It's a multi-million-dollar company. That's all I'll say.
That's all she needs
That
to
you
say.
own 100%
I
of.
own 100%. I don't have any partners. 100% black owned. Yeah.
Amazing.
So it's thank you, my dear.
It's very inspiring to hear her story because a lot of people come up with ideas.
Well, you
and
can
they
see the
feel
expression on her face. She forgets sometimes about how accomplished. I see it in your eyes where you're kind of like, wait a minute. Oh, shit. I did this.
Well, no, because, really, it's always the next level. It's always somewhere you can go.
Can
and
you
I've
stop?
never.
Well, right now, we're going to stop and smell the roses. Just
Okay,
right now.
you know what?
Just
I
right
should.
Now.
I
Just
probably
right now.
should, but
Just
I don't
right now.
enough.
I know. Just right now, though.
I don't.
For the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right, cool. Deal?
Moment of silence.
Right. Not silence, just a little victory lap, if you will. So you pocket 86,000 the first year.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Then I reinvested back into the business and invested in more inventory so I can actually sell to others. And I started getting demand.
You didn't buy a Birkin bag. You didn't buy any
No.
bags with your 86 because
No.
86 in the bank.
Yes,
you know what I'm
from
saying?
the
Plus-
hood. You know how we
plus
are
a
from the hood.
pharmaceutical
But
job.
at this time, you still have the day
Yeah.
job.
Yes.
Excuse me. At this time, she still has her day job. So she still has income coming
Which
in.
is why a little vacation, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you have
Vacation?
when you have a
It's
dream
year
and you have
one.
goals, you gotta go.
It's year one. It was
gotta
like,
go,
no.
yes.
But I hear what you're saying because, in the hood, you tend to be, be hood rich. And I saw that around me. That was my example.
And
you get a little
detail
bit
it.
and it's gone.
You see this? It's against all odds, from the projects to the penthouse.
Yeah.
Popping.
I wonder what her penthouse looks like.
The penthouse?
I live in Texas,
Oh, I'm
so
sorry.
it's not a penthouse.
I'm
but
sorry.
It's in some sort of ranch.
I know.
No ranch either. I don't like that style. No. I brought my California style to Texas,
You
put it
did?
that way.
All right,
Yeah.
I respect it. So now, once again, 86 in the bank,
Yeah.
reinvest. How much time for that initial year, 2002, until Target calls you?
Oh goodness.
And what was that tipping point? So the audience, if they're working on a project,
Right.
they know, like, okay, what are the metrics that a chain is looking for?
You know what?
And is that something that you pitch to them? Do you go to them and like, this is what I have right now?
Well, okay, so I'll start with you. Your
Yeah,
question.
stop
go to you.
just jumping
So-
questions because you want to start an earring line and you're
Because
trying to...
I'm
really?
excited.
You do?
We'll talk behind
Okay,
the scenes.
cool. Love it. So, rewind back. Okay, the question was year one was
Yes.
different. Okay, Target called year 7. And it was a call to come in to pitch them to sell the product line. They wanted, like I told you, they wanted to refresh the category. I went in with my products, and 3 minutes into it, they said, I love it, I'll take it all. The easiest pitch in my life. Like, I had a whole bunch of no's from Sally Beauty before that, Walmart, everyone else before that said, no. Get some experience. Ulta. So I was really excited about it. I put everything into that was my first retail account, and therefore it's I can't say it on air, but I have an affinity for Target because they really gave me my start beyond the underground grind. Right. So that's when it really propelled the company forward, and it grew triple digits in sales from that point on and kept going. And and then because after Target, then the calls came from Sally, Walmart, CVS, and now everyone wants to see you. But getting into that first is hard, and you have to keep going past the no's. That's one thing I always say. I do a lot of motivational speaking. do not take no as a final answer. That means go back, rethink, recreate, re-strategize, and repitch.
That's always
And
a
then come back.
problem with my generation, though. I think my generation feels as if, if they do it right now, it needs to happen right now.
Right.
Right now. Right now. And I
Right.
don't think they know. It takes like 10 years.
It takes a while. But now the ladies coming in after, now, Target has a, huge category. They're benefiting from the pioneers. We came in and we grinded it out, and then we took a while.
Stop stunting. Stop.
Can you let her
You
finish?
asked me a question.
Stop stunting.
Let her stunt.
I have a question for you.
Yes, about-
for every time that you got turned down, would you ask them why or how you could improve your line?
can't.
Or you cannot.
No, there's a letter that comes to
No.
say, thank you for submitting your products for submission. We're at this time, it doesn't fit our whatever, and it's a letter. So the funny thing, it came from full circle with Sally Beauty. They called me in, can we meet with you? Sure. Why didn't you bring this to us a while ago? I did 3 times. You said no. They were mad, I guess, that they were, after Target, because Target really is the destination for natural hair. I mean, they started it, so.
Wow.
Amazing. I love it. Love Target.
That's my thing.
And Sally and Walmart. I love everyone. Yeah. I love
Can we
all
talk
of them.
about the book?
Sure.
So this is a story of your entire journey?
Absolutely. Transparent stories. People look at the finished product and can't imagine the things that I've possibly gone through. So when you read it, Ebro, did you read it? Mm-mm. Okay. Strike one. When you read it.
I didn't know I was up to bat.
You read the journey, and it's what the purpose of this book is to create an inspiration for Black girls like myself, girls of color, brown, Black, yellow, that also come from where I came from, that had all the odds stacked against them, to show them if I can do it, so can you. And so there's some stories in there that'll make you cry, that, oh my God, did you really go through that? And how did you manage? And how do you come out on the other end? But it's all transparent because I want to show everything that I went through so I can help someone else.
Awesome. I can't wait to read this. I'm gonna take
What's the
this
name
one
of the book?
from
One more
you.
time.
It's Against All Odds, From the Projects to the Penthouse.
Now, here's the real question. How
Yes.
much of this product we get for free now for doing this interview?
Absolutely.
Talk about it, Deani. That's why Deani's
Okay,
here.
so-
What's happening? What's happening?
I
Get to it. Where them
love
crates?
color.
Send them crates over
No,
here.
I just wanted to talk
send it here?
about,
Send them here
Yeah,
at
you can
the
send it
house?
here.
Okay.
I just wanted to talk about the line though, because
Sure.
I struggle with dry hair. My hair is always dry because it's colored.
color, yeah.
Right. And I wanted to know, like, what are your
Products for- yes.
for the line?
When I saw you, I instantly thought, okay, I love her color. I love her hair. It's beautiful. And I have a conditioner, a deep conditioner that would be great for your hair. It's called Curl Ecstasy.
Talking to the mic, Mahisha, please.
Oh, I have a great deep conditioner for you, for color treated hair or chemically treated hair too. It's called Curl Ecstasy Hair Tea Conditioner, and it's amazing. It will soften the hair, moisturize it, strengthen the hair shaft, and actually just repair all the lost damage or the lost protein from the color.
Right.
So you want to do that with heat at least once a week until you get it back to where you want it to be.
Right.
And then from there, once a month.
Because usually I don't use product on my hair,
Yes.
because everything is so heavy.
Right.
And my hair is curly. It's like yours.
Okay.
It's extremely curly. But whenever I put something in it, it's way down, and then it's oily, and then I
Right.
look like
Right.
Soul Glow. Very special.
We don't want the Soul Glow look.
Really?
No,
Very
we have
special.
options for every texture. So I'll send you a few. We have it from the finest curly hair to the kinkiest of all. That's
And
why
you-
the
and
line
you-
is so
and you have a baby line,
wide.
too.
Yes. I have 4 children. So after I had my babies, I didn't want to use what was on the market. That was the inspiration behind the baby line.
Is it because the baby products, do all of them, do most of them carry, what kind of chemicals do they carry that we're not
Well,
aware
they're
of?
really drying. A lot of them have sulfates, which the shampoo makes the suds.
Sulfate is
It really
horrible.
dries the hair out. Yeah. So I didn't
Sulfate
want.
is the devil.
Yeah.
Do not use sulfate.
Yeah. Sulfate free is better especially for textured hair.
We need some for Lime, babe.
Yeah, so we were
Let's
sending
talk
a package.
about Izzy's hair, B. She's a year in the game.
What's her name?
Her name is Issa.
Oh.
Yeah, the hair.
What?
She's
What's
a baby.
wrong?
It still has to grow.
It's still growing.
Nothing's wrong with her hair. She's a baby. She's an infant. Like, what
I
do you
know.
mean? I'm making jokes because she doesn't. It's coming now coming in the back. So I gotta
it's
make jokes.
It's gonna grow.
I gotta make
You're gonna
jokes.
have a lot. My first baby was bald for a long time. I mean,
Yeah.
she seriously had nothing until she was 3.
Yeah.
So
3?
Yeah, I kept hats on her all.
Yeah, no,
She's
Izzy's,
bald. Now her hair's
but
way
Izzy's
long.
coming in. Izzy's coming in the back, but I got a clown. You know what I mean? I got a clown.
You're a
Got a
baby.
clown. She got big hair.
Ebro's a dad.
Yeah, I'm a father.
Wow, I love it.
Okay. Cut it out.
Where can we find your products online?
Curls.biz. For all the products.
Curls.biz.
And you can also find a salon finder, where to purchase there.
You heard how Mahisha say Ebro's a father. Ebro's a dad. Nobody saw this coming.
No.
You didn't see this coming?
Well, not then, but I mean, he's obviously progressed into this amazing man now, but not
Can you
then.
please tell me about then? Ebro then. What was that
Okay, Ebro had long dreads.
Yeah.
He was wild. Okay. Yeah, he was wild. He was a ladies' man. Yes. Probably dated most of the Sacramento ladies that were pretty, didn't you?
Well, is that true?
yeah.
I wasn't keeping count, man.
He's out here.
I don't keep count. Man.
Out.
I was just living life, man.
You were
I was
young.
living
You
life.
know, you were young.
Living life,
That's your
man.
prerogative.
We was doing our thing, man.
All right, enough. Anyway, I'm very excited about your products. I can't wait to try them, and I'm definitely going to read your book.
Awesome.
This was awesome. I'm glad that you got to tell your story. And because of, like I'm telling you, a lot of people want to take that next step into
Yes.
creating a line or products or I don't know. I'm not going to say what I'm interested in.
We should talk about that.
Yeah, but I want to talk to you about it behind the scenes. Guys, it's my baby. I'm very nervous.
Yes.
I'm
You're
nervous and
passionate.
I'm scared and I'm
But I would
passionate.
like to know.
Go ahead.
I'd like to know.
I will in due time.
Okay, she doesn't want to spoil it, but this is a good piece.
Mm-hmm.
You own 100% of your company.
Yes.
I'm sure people have come to you to purchase your company several times for
Wow,
a
yeah.
gazillion dollars. I'm a firm believer in America, right, which is about capitalism.
Yes.
You build something, you make your profits. And even though it might be near and dear to you, sometimes it's time to let it go because as the competitive market picks up, they start to gun for your market share.
That is exactly what's happening.
Exactly. And so you sometimes have to emotionally be like, all right, what's the best business decision? Do I keep holding this until the value is sucked out of it from it being attacked from every angle from everyone else because I love it and I love what it represents? Or do I create something and now I've done my part in contributing to something that I believe is important in people's lives, and here let me sell it to someone else. What does Mahisha want to do now? And you could say I'm not answering that question if that's what you want to say, but that's a problem for some people, right? It's
Right.
a problem to have a baby.
Right, and let it go.
And let it
Because
go.
when the baby becomes 21, you have to let him,
I'll
or
let
let
him
her
go.
go. She's turning 21, my baby.
What?
Not anymore, not a baby, but yeah, she works for me,
Still
by
a
the way,
baby.
and she's on all my campaigns. And
Yes.
she works in the office
Yes.
too. She got
Yeah.
fired twice, but she's doing good now. The one that was bought until she was 3.
Yes.
So anyway, back to the question. Yes, that's what's happening now with the competition from the big nationals like the Doves
Yes,
of the world,
yes.
Pantenes,
They're coming
right?
for
They're
you.
coming because they rap now. Oh, Black women matter now.
And
know.
ethnically speaking, in the United States, there are more mixed race babies that have
Yes, textured hair.
so
Yeah.
it's becoming more commonplace.
Right. And so now they see it and they see us on the shelves and they're like, okay, it's time to come. But you know what? I worked really hard to get it to where it is, and it was a lot of grinding. Now it's just, it's more grinding, keeping it going and innovating and bringing new things to the table. I have a new collection launching in Target 8/16. Blueberry Bliss Curl Collection, which has all these amazing products that have blueberry extract in it, which is great for growing the hair, repairing the damage, stopping the aging, the graying process, so many benefits. So it's really about innovating. You have to innovate unless you will evaporate. And so that's kind of my motto, and I continue to keep it going against all odds.
Good answer. Mahisha, it was a pleasure speaking to you. The book one more time.
Against all odds, from the projects to the penthouse.
And the product that you could buy at Target and everywhere else is called one more time.
Curls, and try the Blueberry Bliss Curl Collection August 16th in a Target near you.